On this month's SMA Journal, we hear of the recent damage at the church in Blackrock Road. A poem becomes a song from Fr Eddie Deeney. Indian Independence Day is marked in Wilton. And a book of reflections from Ballinaskelligs, County Kerry.
We had an incident in our church here in St. Joseph's, Blackrock Road. Part of the ceiling fell on Saturday morning, Saturday the 24th of August. It was quite a large piece of plaster, and on the advice of our engineer, he advised that the church remain closed until further notice. In the meantime, all pre-booked weddings and baptisms and indeed funerals will now be transferred to St. Michael's Church in Blackrock, thanks to the collaboration of Father Michael Cohan.
Well, my name is Fr Eddie Deeney, and I was born in a little village in Donegal called Rathmullen, a little seaside village.
Father Eddie Deeney has had many adventures in his long missionary life. He has also been a part of very public events, which have had good outcomes and sometimes extremely tragic ones. He saved a man from drowning by jumping into the Liffey after him in 1998. And a few weeks later, by chance, he was in Omagh at the moment of the horrific bombing. He has written about many of these significant moments in his life. He also composed and sang a song in tribute to his home place, Rathmullen, Donegal.
By the sea, in that wee town in Donegal, Rathmullen by the sea.
A story well known in Rathmullen was the inspiration for a poem written by Father Eddie and put to music by David Caulfield. It was performed at St. Joseph's Church, Rathmullen, after the evening mass and was received with great appreciation by the enthusiastic congregation. Called Say a Prayer for the Spanish Sailor, it tells the story of the arrival into port of a trawler with a Spanish sailor who had died at sea. He was buried in Rathmullen, where his grave has been tended to throughout the years. The song was introduced by Father Eddie.
The next song that will be sung by the choir is having its first public rendering here this evening. It's a story of a very simple but a very Christian act of charity by a man known to many of you here in Rathmullen, John Deeney, the late John Deeney from the top of the town above the brae. The late John took it on himself to care for his grave, not knowing anything about the man or his family. He erected a wooden cross on his grave with the words on it, "Say a prayer for the Spanish sailor."
She'd never see no more. I swear sure his body lies beneath the colored soil to wait the angel.
Well done to Fr Eddie and to all who collaborated with him on that beautiful song. I suppose when we do go to the graveyard, we may say a prayer for the Spanish sailor.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So anyway, today we've done it for many years now, and it's great that we're doing it, is to acknowledge Indian Independence Day. And we do it by the raising of the flag. So the saffron signifies courage and sacrifice. The white on the flag represents peace and truth. And the green symbolizes fertility, growth, and auspiciousness. And if we'll see in the flag as well, the chakra they're calling it, it embodies the principle of life, of the movement and the importance of progress. But it also kind of symbolizes, I think, all the different religions, Hinduism, Christianity, and Muslims. And the Irish flag over here, we'll celebrate that in a minute. And today we will have the Indian people, the young people, they will sing the national anthem, and I hope that the Irish people will join in with them for the singing of the Irish national anthem. And the green represents the Irish people, the orange represents the Protestants in the north of Ireland, and the white represents peace again. So we'll hoist the Indian flag, so.
Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Uttara, Ganga, Vindhya, Himachala, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchala, Jaladi, Taranga, Tava Shubha Name Jave, Tava Shubha Ashish Mave, Gahe Tava Jaya Gada. Jana Jana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He.
Salute the flag.
But it's also nice on a day like today, because we've been hearing all of the issues regarding Indian people in Dublin and the maybe harassment they're experiencing. It's nice that we acknowledge your contribution in Ireland, especially with the hospital over there. There are plenty of you nurses over there doing great work over there. And it's nice to say that what you're doing in Ireland is really appreciated, and we're grateful for the work you're doing here in Ireland. And maybe to show that you're being integrated into Irish society, we're going to have some of the Indian community to lead us in the Irish national anthem. On digging, Shiv? Digging.
Oh, yeah.
Today we are celebrating the Assumption of Mother Mary as well as the Indian Independence Day. So for this morning we gathered here for the Mass here in SMA Church. No difference is the Indian or Irish. We gathered together. Then after the Mass we came here and we hoisted the Indian flag first, and along with the Irish flag, and we sang two national anthems. So as we know, all Indians are celebrating the 79th Independence Day, and if you can look at the flag, you can see the three colors, it's the same. So the red color, which shows the courage. So we have to be courageous wherever we are here in India or in Ireland or wherever you have to be courage. Then we have to be pure and open to others. That's the significance of the white color. Then the prosperity, and that means, I take that, we should be happy where we are, and we have to provide happiness to others. That's what, that's not the literal meaning of the Indian flag, but that's what I take.
Hello, my name is Father Patsy Lynch, and I'm here just to say a few words about a little booklet that I brought out recently entitled A Spiritual Thought for You. The genesis of this little booklet is very simple. About 5 years ago, I employed a professional designer to design a parish newsletter because presentation is key. And a prominent part of that newsletter was to be given over to a weekly reflection. A weekly reflection from different authors: St. Augustine, Thomas Merton, Ernest Hemingway, Maya Angelou, and so many others. And it was so popular that people were taking the newsletter home, cutting out the reflection, and obviously getting some spiritual nourishment from it, and even sharing the reflections with others. So the idea transpired and came from the church members, put them all into a booklet. This I have done, and this is the fruit of that project, containing about 60 to 70 reflections by all different authors. You can open it at any page you like. People put it into their vans, people put it into their purse. It's small, it's compact, and it's answering a spiritual need that is there. They've asked me to produce another one by Christmas. Maybe I will see. I have seen that the need is there, the spiritual desire is there. This has confirmed that for me. So maybe my next booklet will include some reflections. They've also asked me to include some of my short homilies or some of my short stories as well, which I found very, very inspiring. So I've been told my other fellow parish priests here, this is a lovely way to go down. There is a message here for all of us. Thank you.